Playing Halo throughout the years, you have probably heard the term demon used a couple times to describe Master Chief and many other Spartans in general by the Covenant. And it makes sense. It's easy to understand. They're Spartans and they're hard to kill, but there's actually a lot more to it than just that. Have you ever really thought about the depth behind calling a Spartan a demon? Or what about the meaning of demon itself and the religious significance of it in Halo lore? We're gonna discuss those things today here in this video, but most importantly, how does the Covenant celebrate killing Spartans, killing these demons? Well, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Relax. I'd rather not piss this thing off. Demon.
Master Chief, most notably, and Spartans in general, were the blame for literally hundreds of thousands of Covenant casualties during the Great War. With each easy victory against humanity's standard military forces, there was also an embarrassing defeat by a handful of Spartans, sometimes, in many cases actually, just by one lone wolf Spartan. In the Halo book, Cole Protocol, the Arbiter himself had a run-in with a member of Grade Team J006 back in his days of raging war for the Covenant. This meeting was not meant for gentle discussion like seen between Thel and Chief, or Locke in Halo 5, but instead, it was a heated and intense fight to the death. And during their confrontation, Thel was stated to stare right into the Spartan's gold visor, where he seen and heard nothing. The elite warrior was struggling, roaring, and grimacing with every tug and smash of armor, while the Spartan just stared at him, lifeless. No emotions, no sounds, no face to stare into.
Whoa. Oh, God.
As I suspected. Nothing but a man.
Red Team Leader, this is Recon 1. You have multiple hostiles approaching your location.
Thel thought to himself, what creature did not choose to show its face, which wasn't a soulless and dead one? Thel roared, demon, heretic, unholy alien. In terms of combat, it is obvious as to why Demon is such a suiting name for the Covenant's greatest enemy in war. But when you break it down to a cultural and spiritual matter, things become way more interesting. So what does the word demon actually mean as far as religious context goes? Well, the Covenant and the entire Halo games in general have many religious representations spread out throughout the series, and while most of these religious undertones are small and unnoticeable, mostly, the word demon was smacked right in front of us rather routinely.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs, surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
Yeah, they do say it a lot.
And we know that the Covenant thought the Foreigners to be somewhat sort of gods, so when Master Chief destroyed Installation 04, followed by then killing the Prophet of Regret, well, this was a huge psychological victory for humanity. Demons are naturally portrayed as dark and terrifying beasts that have only one purpose: to fill the world with death and darkness. And although to the human eye, the Covenant were the monsters, you can imagine how these aliens would consider Master Chief, this soulless creature destroying what they thought of godly artifacts as, and the rest of the Spartans, to be terrifying and nearly unstoppable demons. This ideology is also used in Halo 3 ODST when referring to ODSTs. In the game, Covenant soldiers shouted at the player, who is now an ODST of course, calling them imps. this being a play on how imps are lesser demons. Still not anything you want to take lightly, but certainly not on the same level as a Spartan, as a demon. The members of the Covenant took the religion a little different than how we do today in most of the world, treating it much more as a way of like how humans did back in the Crusades, where much of their lives, besides combat, were spent revolving around this religion. Hell, the combat was really all about the religion at the end. But this basically meant that if a member of the Covenant ever killed a Spartan or demon, well, that would be treated like how our ancestors celebrated victories in religious wars. So how would the Covenant celebrate the individual that killed a demon, that killed a Spartan? Well, certainly from the evidence, at least in the games, we can see that the Covenant would certainly catch attention and reward that certain individual with killing a demon. Throughout the series, at least in Halo 1 and 2 for this example, we can hear nearby Senkili and Ungoi saying the following lines: "I did it, I'm the one, the demon is dead, I killed it, me. The prophet shall reward me well for that, and the demon is dead by my hand.
Wow,
I've earned my journey. Ha, and I'm not even the arbiter, and I get his helmet." So we have a really good idea as to what would happen, at least immediately, with the nearby squad that has killed the Spartan. They might just start collecting and vulturing off them. They might bring the body to some superiors so they can maybe study the technology, kind of get a one-up on the Spartan. But most notably here, it seems that it would be a huge thing of pride. You know, the prophets shall reward me well for that. What kind of rewards? And the demon is dead by my hand, I'm the one, things like that. But really, that would be a very huge celebration. I think it would be a very monumental thing for that individual to have been the one to kill a Spartan. But these are really just a couple of the subtle hints as to the bounty of rewards that the killer of the demon would be given. There quite possibly could be holy gatherings where prayers were given as the Covenant would chant to their gods. Now, this would no doubt certainly be followed by a large gathering and feast, maybe with plenty of food and food nibbles. In the lore, Covenant are known to take drugs and gases of sorts as highs, and this might actually be one of the things that they do to celebrate a Spartan death. And also, the Covenant, having a very primal society system almost, would possibly even give the one who killed the demon a selection of mates to choose to spread his lineage down the line of future warriors of superior talent, also giving the certain Covenant a likely large promotion and the option to take the Spartan's armor or certain sections of it for perhaps trophies. I've always been curious, who was the elite that killed Cat? You know, we knew that it was already going to happen in the beginning of the game, but, you know, with the deaths of Noble Six, Carter, all the other Spartans that died on Reach, and all the Spartans that died in the Halo universe, in the books, and the games, it really just shows us, you know, why the humans were devastated. Well, the Covenant, I mean, it was completely opposite for them. I mean, they were killing the most fiercest warriors, perhaps rumored as immortal beings known as the demons, the Spartans, and being able to kill that probably gave them a lot of morale, gave them a lot of hope, and certainly the means for a lot of celebration. And yeah, I kind of want to know what happened to that elite that killed Cat in Halo Reach. What do you guys think?
It hasn't already.
Maybe, but according to Holland, the Covenant are still hunting for something.
Where does he get off calling a demolition a priority one?
That's sad.
Come on, get in!
Let's go, come on!
That's sad. This was interesting. It makes sense for if the one who killed the Spartan would then get the Spartan's armor or pieces of it for trophies, because, you know, if they view the Spartans as these demons, as these, you know, kind of like godlike creatures, because they destroyed, you know, especially the Master Chief, destroyed the, you know, only thing that they really worshipped, and that were the ranks. So it kind of makes sense, but, you know, you kind of don't realize, at least in Halo 1 and Halo 2, of what happens when you die in the game and what the Covenant will say around you. Like the I did it, it's me, ha, you know, yay, I killed it, you know, stuff to, you know, stuff of, to that effect. It kind of, you kind of just thought it was just something funny that they would say because you would, you know, because you died. But I feel like they kind of made it where it has a secret meaning, not just something that is said because you die and it kind of make it funny, you know? So that is really interesting. And yeah, I wonder who did kill Cat and Reach. That is weird. But yeah, I really enjoyed this video, and I'll leave a link to the original video down below for you guys.